Well, we're continuing to monitor reaction to Delaware attorney David Weiss's appointment as special counsel for the Hunter Biden investigation.
But it's being reported that Hunter's attorney doesn't expect any new evidence to be found. Let's see what our panel has to say about that.
That's right. And joining us now, former chief counsel of the Senate Rules Committee and Newsmax contributor Joe diGenova, and former senior Justice Department counsel and Newsmax contributor Victoria Toensing. Great to have you both with us here. Your thoughts about this, Victoria? We actually have a cover from the New York Post today, kind of saying what I think a lot of us are thinking. They've basically given him a new hat after he already botched the initial investigation. If we have that cover, I'd love to pull it up. What are your thoughts? There it is.
Well, Katrina, Abby's forgetting one thing. We know Abby, we've practiced law with him. He's forgetting all the old damning material evidence there is that David Weiss ignored when he was investigating this case for 2 centuries. Let's just try the email to Naomi, Hunter Biden's daughter, saying, "Oh, you're lucky. You're not going to have to give up half your salary like I had to pop." How about the Russian oligarch who gave Hunter's company $3.5 million? And by a miracle, she's not on the sanctions list. How about Hunter making $83,000 a month when he didn't know anything about Burisma's product? He couldn't speak Russian or Ukrainian. And, oh, by the way, he was a dope addict. A lot of people don't make that much when they're sober. And so then a few months later, when Shokin, the prosecutor in Ukraine, is investigating Burisma, Joe Biden goes in and gets him fired. I think that's enough to show that there were FARA violations, bribery violations, and it's damning for both the father and the son.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Joe, I scratched my head. You know, I'm a retired FBI agent. I've practiced law. You know, I think they're just being extremely crafty here. They knew they were going to get backlash, but I think that they're doing this so that Chairman Comer and the House Oversight Committee will be stymied with their ability to now call certain witnesses, to subpoena certain records, because the special counsel is going to say, even though it's just the same guy with a new hat on, as Katrina just said, he's going to say, ongoing investigation, back off House committee. What do you think about that?
Well, the House is going to have to put on its big boy pants and start an impeachment inquiry, which will give them huge subpoena and investigative power that goes far beyond anything they have now. So this has to end. There can't be any more of this Toreador dance about, do we have the power? Don't we have the power? What are we afraid of? What aren't we afraid of? The truth is, this was a political move by Merrick Garland. It was disgraceful. He made somebody special counsel who isn't qualified and someone who actually threw the case. You look at that plea deal. As a former United States attorney, let me tell you something. That's one of the most embarrassing pieces of paper ever produced by the Justice Department. And to think that Merrick Garland thinks that piece of paper was okay, nonsense. Listen, this is over now. The President of the United States has clearly committed crimes. He's clearly committed impeachable offenses. The House of Representatives must begin an impeachment inquiry and start subpoenaing bank records, financial records of the president and all the members of his family.
Let me point out one other thing, though, that Abby said that is of great concern to me. He said there will be no further charges. What? How could he feel confident saying that unless he had some kind of information or promise from David Weiss that they weren't going to bring me charges? I wouldn't go on national TV and say, I'm sure my client's not going to have any more charges. This is outrageous.
And that's exactly because the original deal included a wink and a nod, even though it wasn't included in the plea deal. That was a corrupt plea deal, which was appropriately rejected by Judge Noriega. And that Pandora's box that she opened is never going to be closed. And this joke of appointing David Weiss special counsel is not going to work. They're going to be stuck with the development of facts from the House committee, and it's just going to get worse. I don't think Biden's going to make it to the end of his term.
All right. Want to move on to this. Of course, we continue to be on Trump indictment watch for the Georgia case as that develops. That would be the 4th indictment. Of course, this could be the most public case of them all. Atlanta area law enforcement has reportedly been getting ready for post-indictment chaos for a few weeks now. But speaking of that, I want to share something with you that Reuters reported not too long ago. Something you may be seeing this for the first time. that was originally posted by the Fulton County Fulton County DA's office on their website. Now, we're going to have to look close. I'll walk you through this, but basically this lists the alleged or the supposed charges that former President Trump will be facing in Georgia. However, it was discovered, again, reported by Reuters, and then quickly taken down. But we have what was posted before it was taken down. 39 felonies, 1 serious felony. The serious felony being violation of the Georgia RICO Act. Of course, we've been talking about that. That's the Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act. We don't have a lot of time left. Victoria, your thoughts?
Well, I hate to comment on any document that I have not read. I just know Fani Willis is driven, and she's another in the line of all the Democrats who are going after Donald Trump.
And Joe, final words, potentially 39 more counts.
Well, this is unprofessional conduct, once again, by the prosecutor, and that never should have been put on that site. And I don't believe it was an accident. I believe it was purposeful, and this is exactly what happens when you get 4 Democratic prosecutors going after a Republican candidate.
All right. Joe diGenova and Victoria Toensing, thanks for the quick pivot right there. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.